Good evening. It is Tuesday evening, a day late since we had our picnic on Labor Day yesterday. I got off to a late start. You have the bulletin that I sent to you earlier this evening. And so now I'm sending you the little sermon note video. This coming Sunday is part 2 of our series on the Lord's Prayer. Last Sunday it was Our Father in Heaven. That was the topic. And this Sunday will be Hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And so as we continue into this section, I would really like for you to take some time with it. Think about what prayer really means to you as a part of your personal life, a part of your personal faith story. Also, think about how important that each one of the words are that Jesus spoke. So few words, and yet such great meaning, such far-stretching consequences to those words. And how do we put those words in our life and become a living word, even as an example of what Jesus has done for us before? And now we're in the 21st century. How do we make these same words fit? For example, the word hallowed. What does that word hallowed mean? How many times do we use the word hallowed? Use it in a sentence. Hallowed be thy newborn baby. Hallowed be piece of chocolate cake. We use love that way, don't we? We throw it around sometimes pretty loosely. But can we throw the word hallowed around loosely, especially when we attach it to the name God? So be thinking about what that means. Look it up in a dictionary. If you can, look it up in some kind of a theological dictionary. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Now, in Hebrew writing, ever since the Hebrews started writing down their stories around the campfires, they had a special habit, a special technique of putting their words into print. And what they would do is they would say a thought, like, the Lord is my refuge and strength. And then they would write, a very present help in my times of trouble. And the Psalms are filled with those kinds of parallelisms. And so they're not two separate thoughts, but they're one thought, and then that thought is amplified. So they're going to say everything 2 times. My wife has to say things way more than 2 times for me, so I'm going to assume that she would have been an excellent Hebrew writer, because she tells me more than 2 times again and again and again, because I don't seem to hear, or I don't seem to respond. That's on me, not her. At any rate, think about what that means in the particular in this part of the prayer. And think about the word kingdom. We don't have kingdoms, do we? We don't have kings and queens. We don't have knights and bishops and all those kinds of things, and castles, and we're not fiefs, and we don't have fiefdoms and all that kind of stuff. So how do we attach that to the 21st century? Or does it go well beyond that kind of a meaning? And so and again we get the will of God done here on earth as in heaven. How do we work through that one? That seems pretty deep. So be thinking along those lines as well. Lots to think about this week. I hope you do take some time to think about it. And in the meantime, peace, love, shalom. I'll see y'all in church. Amen.